All right, welcome to episode 3 of My VIP Fitness, the nutrition edition. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, that'll be the intro. Then we get to edit all this stuff out, right? Okay, let's go with the first question, Jeanette.
Okay, Anthony asks, is there a limit on how many vegetables you can have each day?
Anthony, thank you for the question. You know, Anthony, your question makes me think of circa 2009 when I was living with my best friend Brent, and he went to Oakland University. He needed a place to stay, so I let him live with me, and he also got the benefit of me training him for a competition and helping him lose weight. The best part about that was he came up to me one day, and I asked him, I was following up weekly to see how he was doing on his weight loss, and he said the weight loss was great, but his stomach was killing him. Couldn't get through the day. Everything hurt, and thinking to myself, I didn't have anything in his eating plan that would make his stomach hurt. What's going on with Brent? And Brent, if you're watching, here is the answer to, who asked the question? Anthony. Anthony, here is the answer to your question. I watched Brent eat dinner one night, and he finishes his meat portion, and then he pulls out a 5-pound bag of green beans. And Brent, if you're watching, you are the reason why I put a limit on vegetables, because you can eat a little bit of vegetables, but if you eat a lot, it's going to upset your stomach. It will have zero effect on weight loss, but it can upset your stomach because of all the extra fiber. Good enough, right? Mm-hmm. Good question. That was a great question, wasn't it?
That was a good question.
Good answer?
That was a good answer. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of green beans. Okay.
Green beans.
Denise asks, can I have dried fruit with no added sugar?
Denise, thank you for your question. You know, I'm gonna answer this. We're going new style on this new episode 3 here. So I'm gonna answer your question a different way, or actually the same way I answered Anthony's question. In about 2009, I came up with an athlete training program, and if anybody knows athletes, they were young kids that we trained for sports. And like basketball, football, all these sports, and most of them had a hard time gaining weight. So what did we do? I developed an eating plan with sauces like barbecue sauce, ketchup, all kinds of nuts like a trail mix, and the third component to this weight gain eating plan was dried fruit. And dried fruit is because it's so easy to eat a lot of it, and the sugar content is so high that you can gain weight really easily with it. Now, that being said, if you ate the specified amount, let's say a half cup of blueberries, fresh blueberries, and you have a half cup of dried blueberries, since they're dehydrated, the volume's less, you're going to have more blueberries but from the dried fruit. Now, the sugar content is basically going to be the same, just the volume is different. But let's keep in mind, vitamin A, vitamin C, most of the B vitamins are denatured and they're less effective as they get dehydrated, exposed to light, things like that. You can actually have about 20 to 70% less vitamins from the, just from damaging the vitamins from the dehydration process, depending on how they're done. Some have preservatives in them and stuff like that. So to answer your question, does it make can I have raspberries and dried fruit? You can if it's measured properly, but keep in mind you're going to be losing a lot of the nutritional value.
Okay. Last question. Ron wants to know the difference between an orange sweet potato and a white sweet potato.
Ron, that's an amazing question. And I'm going to use my surrogate cousins, Jonathan and Jacob. They're identical twins. They're going to help me answer this question today. When Jonathan and Jacob were younger, they both played sports. They played the same sports. Mom dressed them just alike. They dressed the same clothes. They played the same sports. They went to soccer. They did all the things the same. Jonathan and Jacob are sweet potatoes. But as they got older, Jonathan, I believe, I can still get them mixed up. Jonathan played football. Jacob went to soccer as his main sport. So while they're completely the same, one has other strengths than other. One has one strength, the other has another strength. So, to answer your question,
Ron.
Ron, to answer your question, Ron, a yellow sweet potato or an orange sweet potato is high in beta-carotene, which is a great antioxidant. A white sweet potato still has a strength because it has the sweetness of a sweet potato. And, fun fact, the difference between a sweet potato and a sweet potato is the white potato, a yam is the orange one. They gave it the name of yam so they could separate the two. But they are from the same family. So when it comes to, full circle here, follow me, when it comes to weight loss, your yam and your sweet potato are exactly the same. But when it comes to nutrition, I believe that your yellow sweet potato is going to be the one to go with. Or your orange sweet potato is going to be the one to go with. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Want to stop it?
No, we'll keep it going.
Okay.
We'll end it here, okay? All right, so I want to thank everybody for the awesome questions you had today, and I hope everybody liked the new format. I've got my Vanna White on the other end. Jeanette will be reading our questions moving forward for the nutrition edition, and my question to you is, what questions do you have for me? So I want you to put those in the comment box, and if you keep asking nutrition questions, I'll keep answering them.